Now, January is obviously right around the corner. Last couple of episodes, yeah, they went down pretty well. You lot seem to enjoy it. Now, the January transfer episode series, you know, has obviously started a little bit early. I always start these early because obviously you got the rumours, stuff like that. Well, we've actually had 1 or 2 confirmed ones already, alright? Now, this transfer today is actually quite interesting. Something I did find interesting. The one last week, a lot of you were a little bit upset saying, you know, it was kind of obvious Douglas Costa was going to go to obviously Juventus. Fancy the episode, obviously there will be a link to it probably down below, or it's on my channel anyway. Yeah, it was obvious, but it was a confirmed transfer, and yeah, so it was news, and I wasn't lying to you. But today's episode, we've actually got a brand spanking new transfer, right? Someone that's gone from one of the biggest clubs in the world to another one of the biggest clubs in the world. Someone you may or may not have heard of. Very interesting bit of business. So I'm going to talk about it, and then after that, we're going to talk about 6, rumours that look pretty good too. So let's get into the episode. If you are looking to buy any Ultimate Team coins or anything like that, check out X3 Games. Their link will be in the description down below. Use discount code Rossi. That'll give you 8% off all your Ultimate Team coins. Use it quickly before, you know what, before it's gone. And of course, if you enjoyed these episodes, drop a like and a thumbs up down below. Subscribe for more. Let's get into it. Man United have officially signed a new player today, okay? And this guy, okay, I don't know much about him. So you guys who all watch youth football will all know a lot about him. We got Aliou, Traore or something like that. They signed him from PSG, basically, when he's former PSG player. So the under 18s in start is apparently a very, very good player. Like I say, he was at PSG before. Now he's at Manchester United. So this is a big one for the future. Big talent for the future. Now he actually made his debut, I believe, in under 18s the other day against Wolves and stuff. So, you know, this is pretty interesting news because this is one for the future. There's a lot of hype around this guy. Box-to-box midfielder. Very, very good. Technically amazing. That's what the coach staff are saying here. Now, it says here that they've been looking at Traore for a very long time. This is under 18s coach. He's actually come out and said this. He is a really powerful midfielder who likes to run box-to-box. He's very strong technically and is improving all the time. He's a nice man and his English is improving. He's settling in well with the boys and is taken to the club really well. So, Man United have made a signing already a little bit early before January. I'm guessing he was maybe a free agent, or does it work differently for youths? I don't really know. Let me know in the comment section down below, or let everyone else out that's watching this video. Now, I cannot see this guy getting into the main team anytime soon. I can't see him slipping in and, you know, obviously getting into Mourinho's team. But, you know, maybe next year. Maybe he might go to pre-season tour with United next year to America, whatever they do. Hopefully he can, you know, show himself to the world. I'm interested to know why, you know, PSG decided to get rid of him. I'd be interested to know why that was the case. Did they feel like he wasn't good enough, or did they feel like his attitude was bad, or, you know, what was the reason for it? I'd be interested to know. But, ladies and gents, there is the first signing for the January transfer window. Well, it's before January. I'm not really sure why. I don't know why, like, they're allowed to sign youth players, or maybe he was a free agent or something like that. But yeah, this happened before January. Now let's move into 6 rumours for January. So, for the first player, okay, we got someone that's fallen out of, you know, sort of, not fallen out of love, but he's fallen out of a relationship, if you like, with the manager. We've got David Luiz. He's going to Real Madrid, apparently, is what the rumours are saying here. Antonio Conte actually had to come out and discuss it in an interview, I believe, yesterday. It says here, Chelsea manager Antonio Conte has commented on speculations that David Luiz could be set to join Real Madrid when the transfer window opens in January. Apparently, the Spanish champions are interested in a defender who fell out with Conte after Chelsea's 3-0 defeat to Roma. So apparently Conte was asked, okay, about the Brazilian's future and if he had already agreed a deal with Real Madrid. This is what obviously this is what he was asked, and his reply was, this week, no. I must be honest, I don't read this because I don't have time to read. This is what Conte said to the journalist. We are playing every 3 days, so my focus is on the pitch, our preparations, and my team. There are speculations, but we pass from my sacking to the there are speculations, but we pass from my sacking to the Real Madrid. Okay, I didn't really get that. So yes, he's not featuring much in a minute. Apparently he's injured and stuff like that. But yeah, looks like he's leaving Chelsea. Looks like Real Madrid are the destination of him. Apparently Barcelona are maybe interested as well. But David Luiz, Real Madrid, wow, that is pretty big if that happens. That is pretty massive. Now alongside him is another London team who looks like going to be losing one of their stars. And that's actually to another Premier League team this time, okay? And it's actually Danny Rose to Manchester United. Well, Spurs, they're struggling to hold on to their big stars apparently, according to these articles. Apparently because all these other big teams, you know, one sec, music's playing. All these other big teams, United's, Chelsea's, you know, Liverpool's and stuff, all pay much higher wages than Tottenham. So all their big stars are likely to go somewhere else to get a bigger payday. But anyway, Mourinho can land Spurs ace in January, but only for £45 million. It says here in the, Daily Star, Tottenham will sell Danny Rose to Manchester United next month if they receive an offer of £45 million. Spurs boss Pochettino, having sold right back Kyle Walker to Man City already, obviously in the past for massive £50 million, is ready to sanction the side. Basically, he's ready to get get rid of Rose. This is what basically says. There's been issues with Rose, who's actually he's been critical of the club's transfer policy this season as well. He fell into a little bit of bother with the club. So yes, obviously this is you know, massive news. Are Man United going to finally buy another left back? That would probably mean that Luke Shaw's definitely on his way out. That would be a great shame because, you know, he's massively talented. It's just something not quite ticking there, and it would be a massive shame, but it'd be a massive signing for Man United as well. Danny Rose could be a big one in January. Now, we actually could have a return, which is pretty interesting. We've got someone that's gone from another club, and it looks like he's going back to the original club, and it's Walcott, looking like he's going back to Southampton. That is pretty mental transfer news, ladies and gents. That's right, obviously, it's pretty crazy that obviously Arsenal are prepared to sell Walcott because he's been there for so many years. A lot of people argue he robs a living. I see that all the time on Twitter and social media, but Southampton could be the destination for him. Somewhere, obviously, he was at previously. So yeah, where was it? Southampton was at Swindon before that, 2000 to 2005. Then he spent 1 year in Southampton, probably, obviously, in the senior team. Then he went to Arsenal, and he's made 267 appearances for Arsenal, scoring 65 goals. Not really bad stats, to be fair, and looks like he's finally leaving Arsenal. I'll be shocked if Arsenal do get him, because this guy just lives and breathes Arsenal. When you think of Walcott, you just think of Arsenal, and it would be pretty weird to see him in a different top. That's what it would do. It would be very weird. Even if it is Southampton, you know, the club he was already previously at, it still would be very weird. Now, we got probably one of the biggest rumours actually coming up next for next player. One of the biggest rumours that Sky Sports have even come out and said, you know, this interest in this player is definitely there. And you know what? When Sky Sports get it, you know, usually shout it, it's usually not too far wrong. But anyway, Manchester United are interested in Leon Goretzka. If I pronounced that wrong or right, I don't know. With Schalke midfielder's contract running down. But anyway, Manchester United are interested in signing Schalke midfielder, obviously Goretzka. Sky Sports News understands this guy's out of contract in the summer, and he's free to negotiate a pre-contract agreement with foreign clubs from January the 1st. Schalke want him to stay, and they've offered him a brand new deal which can make him the highest paid player in the club's history. So this is how good this guy's supposed to be. This is how good they want. That's how much they want to keep it, basically. Highest paid player in the club's history. But if he's definitely going to go, maybe they'll sell him in January. So he goes in January, obviously. Otherwise, they're going to get nothing for him next summer. But a deal will be agreed in January, if he doesn't go anyway. So the Bundesliga club find himself in the exact same position as last season, with one of their stars actually lost. Kolasinac went to Arsenal, basically. Free transfer over the summer. But it's a very similar situation. But that says a lot, okay, that obviously, you know, Schalke want to obviously keep him. They've offered him a brand new deal. One of the highest paid players in the club's history if it goes ahead. Man United want him. Something's got to be good about this guy. I don't know enough about this guy. Bundesliga watchers and fans, let me know in the comment section down below. Let everyone know, how good is this guy? Is he, you know, does he live up to expectations? So apparently this has led for this guy to be linked with Europe's biggest clubs, Barcelona, Juventus, as well as United. But Tottenham and Arsenal are all interested in this guy. I'm mind-blowing. He must be pretty decent. So we've got a player next going to Chelsea. That's obviously, you know, pretty decent. We want to see players come to the Premier League, don't we? Obviously, being a lot of my viewers are Premier League watchers. But anyway, Sandro being the one that Chelsea's going to be signing, apparently. It's not the first time they've been linked with this geezer. But anyway, the transfer window opens in less than a month, and clubs across Europe will be busy speaking to players and agents ahead of potential January deals. So Conte, you know, wants Sandro, has done for a couple of years now. He's probably worked with him previously back in, obviously, Italy days. I think, obviously, we used to manage him. So it's pretty crazy. Big player, big name, coming to the Premier League, leaving from a big club, Juventus. Will we see this guy happen? I think one day it's definitely going to happen, but will it be January? Well, we'll have to wait a few weeks, really. Now, something happened interesting for this last player. I mean, it feels like a really long video today. I don't really know why. But anyway, this last player came. He was supposed to go to this team last summer. It didn't happen, and he actually come out and commented today saying that Leicester blocked the move. It's Mahrez to Arsenal, and he actually said yesterday in an interview, Mahrez says move to Arsenal was blocked. Algerian reveals that he was in summer talks with London club about a big money switch. Mahrez has spoken of his desire to reach the top regardless of Leicester City's determination to keep him. In an interview with the Daily Mail, he's revealed now that he actually held talks with Arsenal over a possible move last summer. He added that City had said that if an appropriate bid was submitted, there would be no problem, but Mahrez then accused City of blocking any move. This is Leicester City, of course. So he spoke publicly in the summer, actually saying, you know, he does want to go. He ended up staying. Well, this whole interview now with Daily Mail, it may actually spark the rumour open again, and Arsenal may come in for this guy in January. Well, He's dyed his hair, mate, as well. Have you seen that? So this is what actually he said in an interview. Very, very interesting. He said Conte had a buyout clause, and when he left, they stopped those clauses. They said they would never give one out to anyone after that. So yeah, and then he put, they didn't want to sell me. They said yes, there will be no problem if something comes up. But behind the scenes, they were blocking stuff, talking to clubs, just not wanting to sell me. But I'm confident, contract or no contract, I believe I will get to the top. When you have quality and show it, there's no problem. Well, he ain't gonna hang around forever, is he, Leicester fans? Let's be honest. Anyway, guys, that is the end of the video. Hopefully I've enjoyed it. Let's give my final thoughts and opinions on all these transfers now, including the confirmed Manchester United one right now. So we've got Traore. Manchester United have signed this guy, under 18 star, looking very good. Obviously ex-PSG player. There must be a lot of hype around this guy. He must be a very, very good player. Box-to-box midfielder. Good luck to him. You're going to have to sit on this one. He's going to be a bit of a future one. Then we got Danny Rose to Manchester United. Danny Rose, I mean, he's come out, he's criticised Tottenham's transfer policy this season, which basically means, yeah, he's going to leave. Like, surely he's going to leave. Man United can offer him double his wages as well, which is not going to help Tottenham's case. Will it be January though? Maybe, but if not, next summer. Most definitely. Goretzka to Man United, well, that's a very interesting one. Free agent next summer. Will they sign him in January? You know, because obviously Schalke want to maybe get some money for him. Or will they just agree a deal in January, then have to wait till the summer? I don't know, but loads of clubs want this guy. He's a big talent. David Luiz to Real Madrid. Very shocked by this one. I mean, I know he's fallen out with Chelsea and stuff. Went back to Chelsea, didn't he? But now it looks like he's going to Spain. It's either Real Madrid or Barcelona. It's not looking good for him at Chelsea right now. He's fallen out with the manager. Then we've got Theo Walcott back to Southampton. Something that I actually did not expect. You know, very, very shocking one. Something that I really didn't predict. But, you know, another player going back to an old club of his. It's not the first time it's happened. It won't be the last. Sandro to Chelsea. Well, Sandro, you know, he's been linked with Chelsea for a few years now. This is no surprise. There's no surprise it's come up once again. Then we've got Mahrez to Arsenal. Well, Mahrez made it clearly obvious he's not going to hang around Leicester forever. Will it be Arsenal he goes to? And will it be January? No idea. Anyway, guys, take it easy. Hopefully you've had a good weekend. Peace.